Here's a thought about artistic growth. I once attended a lecture where a photographer was bragging that the images he was making in his 60s, he may have even been 70, were essentially the same as the images that he made in his 20s. He was making the point that he hadn't been persuaded by the advances in technology or by the current zeitgeist of what makes a good photograph. He was, true to tradition. And I understood his point. However, that's not how I interpreted what he said. What he said, and what I observed in his photographs, was that he was making essentially the same images in his 60s that he had made in his 20s, and I couldn't help but wonder what had happened to his sense of artistic growth. I hope I'm not making the same images in my 60s that I made in my 20s. I hope in those 40 years I've learned something and that I'm seeing differently and more creatively and perhaps with truer vision. I hope there's been a sense of artistic growth. So I'm not sure it's a bragging point to say that we haven't changed in 40 years.